Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Do we have any questions in the room to start, or we go straight to the Zoom?
Room first.
George, big week. It's a small sample, but from what you've seen in training, what do you see? What makes you believe you guys could get a spark to this weekend match and get this thing rolling?
Yeah, I think we always will believe going into a game. I don't think we're ever gonna go into a game not believing that we can get points. So yeah, I think we're just gonna try to, go with the game plan like always, like any team does, and really go for the win and bring a new energy about us.
Saw you practice the back four on Wednesday. What would that change to the team's dynamic? And you personally, how comfortable are you in this setup?
Yeah, well, me personally, I think in any setup, I'll be happy to play if I can and be comfortable. But for the team, I just think it's whatever formation it is. If it's different from the one we were last playing, we have different profiles for different positions. So I think it'll bring something different about our team, and as well as guys who maybe are fitting more into their position now could bring a different spark to the team as well. So I think it'll be good to see what the guys can do, and like I said before, I think we're going to go into the game thinking we can take something out of the game no matter what.
Hey George, what has been your reaction to the news when it came out on Monday?
Yeah, I was obviously surprised, but I think the team's job, especially the players, is to focus on the job at hand, which is we're not all coaches, we're players, so the job continues for us. We just have to put our heads down and work towards each game.
And what have you seen maybe from Marco this week that maybe changed the dynamic of the team and maybe you in the defense?
Yeah, obviously prior to this week, he was working a lot with the defensive players, and obviously there might be a formation change in the game, so I just think it's only been 2 days, so I just think we'll work on it a lot more in the following weeks as well. How exactly we're going to defend and press and all that. But I think these first 2 days were pretty set in stone on kind of showing ourselves and showing the coach who can play in what positions, things like that. So yeah.
Joel was saying on Wednesday that he feels like Marco's rival could make this team harder to play against, and Marco could bring some nastiness to the team, which was maybe lacking before. Would you agree with that? Do you sense that it's been the case this week in the message?
Excuse me. Yeah, I think I would agree as to a certain extent. Marco's intense. Obviously, like I said, he's a defensive coach for us, and usually those guys are a little more intense. So I think I agree with Joel. I think we need that a lot. We're obviously a young team, but we need to be able to match other teams' physicality and nastiness, how they foul, stop counterattacks, how they counterpress, things like that. I think we need to step our game up, and I think this is a good chance to.
We'll hop over to the questions on Zoom.
Any questions here virtually on the Zoom? Please, yes.
Good morning, George. Regardless of the coaching change, you guys need to do more offensively. The team hasn't scored in the last 4 games. What do you think will need to be done in the next match to create more chances and to put chances in the back of the net?
Yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of guys who might be able to give us a different spark, especially if we're in a new formation or not. Just I think that change in profile and in different positions will really help. That's for one, and two, obviously, I think we're going into this week, pretty fed up with the losses and with the lack of points. So I think we're gonna try to bring a new intensity about us, and like we were saying before, be a little more nasty, more competitive and scrappy. So I think if you combine those two things, and obviously, like we say, we're playing a back four. I think there's a lot of changes that we'll switch it up for, especially this weekend, that teams don't know how we're gonna play. So I think I think it'll be a good one.
Yes, we go. Yes.
Hi, George. It seems this season, especially the last 2 games, you guys have really embraced specific offensive challenges. Chicago's got people like Jonathan Bonbon, Kuipers, who are in really good form. What's your feeling going into a game against guys like that? And do you think maybe a formation change could change the way you guys handle them?
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of, obviously they have a forward who's in good goal scoring streak right now, and obviously Bamba's a great player, but I think that's worrying about individual players isn't something that our team worries too much about or struggles with. It's more of a collective how we're going to get points, and as a collective how we're going to score and defend. Not necessarily individual players. I don't think individual players usually cause us that many problems. It's something that comes down to communication in the back line, all the way up to the front. Not making as many mistakes, things like that. So, yeah, I just think as a collective we can do better to keep a clean sheet and to score points and be more creative this weekend.
Any other questions for George? I don't think so. Okay, thank you, George.
Thank you.
George.
Thank you.
Merci. Good morning, Fernando.
Morning.
Any questions in the room?
Juste un instant, Pat. Petit problème de caméra. C'est bon.
Fernando,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yes, last Saturday we spoke to you. You seemed pretty low after the loss against Nashville.
Yeah.
A lot has changed since then. Do you feel the coming of Marco as head coach and makes you feel the team can get this confidence back?
Well, that's what the club is trying. Some changes to make the team feel better. Of course, we're trying to change our mindsets. It's not just about the coach, it's also about everyone here. So it's a collective result. So we're trying to work hard as possible, better, more, because it was not enough, of course. But yeah, we have a good opportunity tomorrow to show what we want, to show how we want to manage this season. So we were just thinking about tomorrow, and that's it.
For you personally, Fernando, you played recently, but you struggled to see the pitch consistently since the beginning of the season. Do you see this coaching change as a clean sheet for you, a fresh start maybe?
Well, I don't know. That my work, my job, it's gonna give that answer, because I can tell you, yeah, I'm gonna play, and if I don't work well, if I don't work enough, I'm not gonna play, of course. So we know the coach will play the best players on the week, so that's a good thing. And then, yeah, as every week, I'm trying to give my best. Every day, I'm trying to give my best. So that's the thing that I'm working on, to try to enjoy my day, to try to respect me on working hard. So that's my target, and I don't know who's gonna play tomorrow, but I just know that any player that plays tomorrow is gonna give their best to get the result.
We know that Marco is a defensive coach. He was defensive coach when he was assistant. Did you have a conversation with him about how you can maybe get more minutes and just get better this year?
Yeah, well, just trying to be really focused on what he wants when he talk, when the other coaching staff, it's also helping. We have a lot of good guys in the coaching staff that they're trying to help us, not just like assistant coaches, also video, IDP. So we're trying to work, and yeah, I just trying to do my best every time. So that's my main target.
It looks like you guys will switch to a back four. We saw you practice in that way on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What do you think it can bring in a concrete manner? And for you, like, what your level of comfort in this animation, this setup?
Yeah, personally, well, I'm young, so almost my small career, I've been playing line of 4. Since I came here, I was playing line of 5, and it was a really good experience. And to get to be prepared and every moment to switch on that formation or line of 4, it's always good. But yeah, me in national team in my last club, I was playing line of 4, so I feel confident. But at the end of the day, I'm here to play. I'm here to be a soccer player. I don't know. I don't care if the coach put me tomorrow forward. I will play the same way, trying to give my best for the team, for my teammates, for the fans. So I don't care. I'm just trying to here to work and to give my best.
We're going to switch to the questions on Zoom.
Any questions here? Levez la main, s'il vous plaît. Please raise your hand. No questions for Fernando going once. Antonin, oui. Qui lève la main. Peut-être que ça fonctionne pas, le bouton.
I'm just trying to find the button on my screen. I'm out of trouble, sorry. Fernando, how would you describe the first few training sessions with Marco as the head coach? Did you notice any change in the intensity, the passion, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that we're trying to change that because of him, because of the results. So yeah, of course, we're trying to push more. We know that the way we train, it's how we're gonna play. So I think the passion that we put, or the way we face every training, is how we're gonna play. So we're trying to work on that, and we will try to do that tomorrow in the pitch.
I think there's no more question for you, Fernando. Thank you.
Thank you.
It seems a punishment.
Allô, Marco.
Allô?
Allô. Merci de prendre quelques minutes ce matin pour cette première Dispo média d'avant-match pour toi. Comment tu vois l'opportunité, la situation, un commentaire global sur ta nouvelle position avec le club?
Oui, bonjour à tous. Je suis très content d'être ici, très heureux. Et je vais prouver à parler un peu en français, mais je ne sais pas si je peux répondre à toutes vos questions. Je suis sûr qu'en quelques semaines, en quelques mois, je peux faire un meilleur travail in the press conference. And that's it. I'm ready to answer every question you want. And I didn't have time to read and to follow what you said during these days. Sorry. What is Lord? Lord sent me so many emails, but I didn't really have time because I'm focused on the team right now, and I'm trying to survive bringing up my, the things that I think are most important. So I'm ready for everything.
Questions dans la salle, questions in the room?
But what is Pat?
Just here.
Okay.
Marco, it looks from the outside like you had a great relationship with Laurent. Gave you a lot of confidence, a lot of trust within the staff. What has this transition been like for you in the last few days?
Yes, I had actually. I really enjoyed the time with him. He's a great guy, very empathic, and we lived inside here in the pre-season a very nice time. You were with us, and he let me something about this game and also about a person, and also I think that left something on the team with specific characteristic, and I wanna use this kind of characteristic also for the future.
When we spoke in Florida, you told me, yes, I coach a defense, but in an ideal world, if it's just me, we never defend, we only attack. This team hasn't scored in 4 games now. How do you make this team score goals?
Yeah, this is an important point. Because coaching is sometimes do what the team needs and not what you like. I like to attack, of course, because also this is a sport, so we need also to show something. It's a show, so I don't like not this Italian old style defensive mindset. But yes, I help before the team in this transition from let's say zone defending to a more responsibility during the off-ball phase. But yes, now also this week we were much more focused on us, on ball, and to try to, like you said, to score, because if we don't score and we are lucky, we take 1 point. This is the reality.
Marco, and last time we spoke in January, you told me that you were not sure if you ever wanted to be a head coach again after your experience in Ancona, which was stressful for you. What makes you think that now this head coaching job for you is what you want and what you hope to get to stay in the job for the future?
Yeah, so I came here actually, like I said to you, because when I say something, I try to really be honest. If I don't say something, it's because I'm not thinking it. So I came here for an experience, and because I like this job, I like this environment. Soccer it's been my world since I was 15. So, but yes, now I take this responsibility because I was here to help, and the club asked me to help again. So I really go day by day, and I don't really have time to think about it, and just enjoy, because this is also my attitude in life. Usually I don't think of yesterday, and I try to don't think much in the future. And I really enjoyed this week with the guys. It was a bit tough in terms of energy and things to do and to prioritize things, but yes, this is what I'm looking forward to, like, really, really day by day. This is the philosophy now of this team and also mine.
I was wondering, what do you intend to preserve from Laurent's legacy on the team? You talked about some characteristics that he gave you or the team. What do you intend to preserve in that legacy?
For example, the quality of the passes, the quality to on possession ball, the responsibility they can have when they have the ball on the feet, and the confidence that they can have in some situation. But of course, there is something missing, because if you have a lot of time the ball, but we don't create a chance, there is something missing. And nothing. Je pense que sometimes I go in French, no? I can? Yeah, because it's bad. It's strange. It's like my... no, je pense que une grande équipe n'est pas une équipe avec beaucoup de joueurs ou beaucoup de joueurs de qualité. Je pense qu'une grande équipe est un bon mix, un bon mixture, mélange en French, mélange. For example, expérience comme Sam, ou de jeunesse comme Kuboglo, Owen, ou qualité, quantité, et surtout d'avoir ensemble un objectif. Je pense que nous avons besoin d'avoir un corps, un heart, un soul, and something that put us together as a team, as a collective. So je pense que the secret in the future will be a mix, a balance. Okay, so I think that we have something right now, but we were more focused on doing only something, but not focused on doing everything. So, for example, to go on tactic, like you, to answer your question also, because I didn't answer probably, yes, we need to be good on ball to attract, but we need also to be good to accelerate and go, to play vertical, because if we just stay there to pass the ball, we stay always far from our objective, that is to score. So this is more the idea that we are good to do something, but not to do the rest.
How would you say your approach is different from what Laurent brought to the table in the past?
I'm trying something. We didn't have many days, because also we need to be focused on physics situation. We are traveling a lot. So now it's not easy to travel every day, and especially come back during the night. So basically This guy never have a day off, a real day off, because they arrive at 5 in the morning and Sunday. They are here on Monday. So we need to be focused also physically. And so we train only 2 days this week. 2 days will be the third. So we didn't have much time to work on it. But if we found a little secret, or if we work well, I can tell you after the game. You know, right now it's difficult. I'm not so sure, but we try something different. And we'll see if it works. Or we continue to work.
On va passer aux questions sur le Zoom.
Oui, merci Tristan. On enchaîne ici avec une question de Maxime Trouman.
Salut Marco, félicitations. Je vais essayer en français, je vais essayer d'y aller lentement. Je parle rapidement d'habitude. En janvier, tu as dit à Jean-François Théotonio de la presse que tu n'étais pas certain d'être intéressé à redevenir entraîneur-chef, notamment parce que ta dernière expérience avait été stressante. Qu'est-ce qui a changé de janvier à mars pour que tu acceptes de remplacer Laurent Courtois à Montréal, s'il te plaît?
Okay, so the point is that my last experience of coaches was in third division in Italy, and I invite you to go and to try also to be a journalist there, and you see the difference. But the stress for me is when the things are not clear. So when people ask me to do something and then other people ask me to do different things. So this is the stress, because this job, it's about work every day, and about work a lot. So if I put all my energy to do something and then the objective change and the goal change, this is stressful for me, because I have a family. I can really stay in Italy, have holidays every month, but I'm here because probably I prefer to work, to be a coach, to be an assistant coach, instead to go to Maldives or to have holidays. So this is what give me happiness, and so I hope that here will be less stressful, or I will tell you that it's stressful the same way. I don't know. I'll try.
Elias, Grigoriadis.
Merci, Pat. Hi, Marco. It's nice to meet you. Gabriel gave one of the reasons as to the coaching change was they had to maybe regain control of the season before it became unfixable. Are you feeling any kind of pressure to get results immediately, or like Gabriel said, they're kind of trying to give you some leeway?
Yeah, it's more or less, all interesting question that, usually are good question at the beginning of the season, no? When we plan something, and I also can take responsibility for something, for some choice and for some kind of work. Right now, it's really, I live day by day, and I think this is the philosophy I want to give to the team, because if we think to do our best and really put all the energy on the field and to stay together day by day, for sure we get something in the future, and also pretty quickly. And but if I start to, like you say, to have pressure to show something that I really cannot control right now, I don't think is a good thing for me, and especially right now in this first conference de presse, it's this week for me was really about surviving, and because I want to be honest, was like the job was incredible, and the guys were so open that I wanted to give them everything, and so I didn't have time to think about this thing. And I hope in the future we can have the possibility to talk more deeply about everything, objective result or also tactically. But right now I was really only focused on the sensation of the like I said before, the core, the balance, the soul of the players, because we need to show something more on the field.
Thank you. Bon matin, Marco.
Bon matin.
Dans tes premières décisions importantes, tu sembles avoir fait le choix de changer pour une défense à 4 joueurs derrière, au lieu de ce qu'on voyait dans les dernières années. Est-ce que tu peux nous expliquer pourquoi tu veux changer le type de formation de l'équipe?
How many minutes we have? Because this is a really good question that I would like to answer you really deeply. But but it's all about also knowing each other. So I'm not a guy or a coach that likes to give a system to a team or say, this is my system, I believe only in this and not. And also, like I said before, it's not the beginning of the season where I really can build my team, so I can more or less have the possibility to build something with some ideas. This is more, I like principle in this sport. I like to follow the principle. I think that the players prefer to have a principle on ball, off ball, transition, instead to have a system. So I don't want that a center back like Fergio that was here before say, this is my position, I have to stay here. If Fergio finds the space to attack, he has to go, or defensively the same. So, for example, probably I prefer or I work to play with this team with two center-back, let's say back four, or call what you want. I don't like numbers in general, but two center-back because we work a bit in these 2 months, and we can game players in another part of the field right now because we need to be more offensive. And I think that they did a good job defensively to take responsibility in any field, and they didn't have problem to play with full field man to take this responsibility. We did a great job in this kind of situation. We considered the goal with mindset situation, like throwing set pieces or individual mistake. We didn't really consider great chances in this kind of way to defend. So I'm trying to use this tool right now to have more offensive attitude, but in the future we could change easily, and I'm hoping to do whatever it needs to have this team to score. And to don't concede less. And for example, in Washington and Nashville, more or less we play a great part of the game back four. And I don't know if you noticed, but defensively we were back four. Dante was a clear winger on the left, and he was not defending with us. So it depends. But yes, in general, I prefer to defend with two center backs. But I don't like numbers to explain this. Is more position, yes. I don't know if we get me or you, but I hope to be.
Yes, Marco. Je pense qu'on en a une dernière pour toi ce matin, Frédéric Daigle.
Oui, bonjour, merci Marco, félicitations.
Merci.
Je vais me permettre un commentaire d'abord, c'est pas à moi de vous le dire, mais pour couvrir plusieurs sports à Montréal, vous n'avez pas à être gêné de votre français présentement du tout. Alors merci de cet effort. Ma question
je vais étudier, hein. Je vais étudier pour être très prêt les prochaines fois.
C'est déjà très bien, merci beaucoup. La question va peut-être sembler bizarre, mais je sais que vous n'avez pas eu beaucoup de temps pour peut-être mettre votre empreinte sur l'équipe, mais quelle est peut-être la principale différence qu'on va voir contre Chicago entre le CF Montréal sous Laurent Courtois et le CF Montréal sous Marco Donadel?
This is my question to you at the end of the game, actually, because we are trying to do something different, and I hope that you can see on the field. But if I tell you right now what, then at the end of the game you tell me, we didn't see it. So it's like for sure I would like to have players more free on the field, like free mentally with the mindset, so to take risks on ball, like to show something, to express themselves, and off ball to, like I said, to take responsibility. This is something we need right now because we need every player gives 100% of their talent and their possibilities. And this is what we work a lot on this week. So like to say the message was show me something, guys, because we need everybody. And then we try, like I said before, the melange, no? But before they need to know their potential, their full potential. So for sure, I hope that we can show this kind of attitude on the field, and then tactically and technically, not a lot, because I didn't want to change too much. And I hope the attitude, yes.
Merci beaucoup, Marco. Merci et bon premier match.
Two more questions from here.
Oh, okay.
But if I could just fit one about the game that's about to be played on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you see this
I would like it.
Against Chicago? It's a tough place to play over there in Soldier Field. How do you see, as the coach, this matchup against Chicago?
So of course it's a tough game, like every game in this league, and especially at the beginning of the season when we travel a lot, and they had compared to us more time to develop something. They have clear idea what to do on the field. They have a specific functional player in the spot that they need, and they show to be very offensive, but also with some weakness like every team. So we just need to try to focus on weakness and try to minimize their strengths. This is the job in general we do, but yeah, it's a tough game, of course.
Marco,
Sure.
tu es entraîneur par intérim. Si jamais le club se met à chercher un nouvel entraîneur-chef de l'extérieur, est-ce que tu serais prêt à reprendre un poste d'entraîneur adjoint ici au CF Montréal?
Oui. Only if also the coach likes me. So I don't want to stay in a place where I mean, the people doesn't want me. And I had this relation with Laurent. We had a lot of meeting before Christmas to know each other, and yeah.
Merci.
A coach always wants to put players who deserve it on the field. But how important is it for you, or is it going to be for you to have some stability in your starting 11 from one week to another? What's your mentality on that in general?
This is another good point, guys. You are taking a lot of good points. The point is, yes, if I can, for example, have the best player in the world and put, like some incredible club does, of course, your 11 like make the difference, but it's not my mentality. So I prefer to have 20 players that gives 100% instead to have my 11 confident, but other players not motivated. So I really prefer. Also, I saw you. Sometimes I hear something from you that when we change players or position, it's because we don't know what to do. That actually sometimes it's also like that, but also the players need to show something in different position, and also to show something with different players aside, and also we just work to do our best and to put the best players on the field. And sometimes if one player shows something more during the week, it needs this chance.
Merci pour ton temps, Marco.
Merci à vous.